For almost 90 years, the murder of Hollywood silent film director William Desmond Taylor has gone unsolved. But today, the murder will be revealed. This is his story. Taylor was known to associate himself with people from all social circles. Although generally well-liked, there were reports that Taylor was extremely self-centered and selfish on and off the set. This created many enemies for Taylor, and it may have ultimately resulted in his premature death. On February 2nd, 1922, William Taylor was found dead in his bungalow in a trendy part of Los Angeles. He was killed by a gunshot to the back. The following people still remain the top 5 suspects of this crime. Mary Miles Minter was Taylor's protege and was publicly infatuated with the director. Though she repeatedly confessed her love for Taylor, he reportedly rejected her in public, and this threw Minter in a state of depression. Mabel Normand was an extremely wealthy Hollywood socialite who was known to be a good friend of Taylor. It is said that she lost millions to Taylor and his many unsuccessful films. The personal cook and butler to Taylor, Henry Peavy, was always suspected of having a homosexual relationship with his employer. It was Peavy who discovered the body of Taylor the next morning. Douglas MacLean acted under the direction of Taylor several times. The night of Taylor's murder, MacLean was at Taylor's residence and heard the fatal shot. Arthur Hoyt was a close friend of Taylor, but he suspected Taylor of being homosexual and having a relationship with his African-American butler, Henry Peavy. So who committed this heinous crime? A team of our special investigators went back to the old crime scene and sorted through all the evidence. This is what they uncovered. The night of the murder, Henry Peavy returned to Taylor's house to pick up the laundry that was left behind. He came in quietly, through the back door, and heard noises coming from the living room. What Peavy saw in the living room threw him into an uncontrollable rage. William Taylor and Mary Minter were secretly having an affair, while Taylor and Peavy were supposedly having a relationship. The betrayal was too much for Peavy. He waited until Minter left before returning to the living room and shooting Taylor fatally in the back. And thus solves the 90-year-old mystery that has stumped generations.